Hi, I'm Allison from HealthNetNation.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make lentil coconut curry. We need coconut oil, 1 celery, 2 carrots, and a medium onion, 2 cloves garlic, 1 cup red lentils, red curry paste, diced tomatoes, chicken stock, 1 bay leaf, unsweetened canned coconut milk full fat, and we'll season at the end with salt and pepper. Today I'm using a red onion. I usually use a yellow, white, any onion I have. I'm using red onion because that's what I have already partially cut and I want to use it up. It's about the right size for what I'm doing today. And again, I don't want it to roll around because it's not flat on every side. So I'm going to cut it, and then I cut it almost all the way to the end. This is an easy way to dice an onion. See, now watch what happens. So you have this nice dice. Here we have our typical mirepoix mixture, about 2 cups total, along with a couple cloves of garlic. Now, a lot of people use just plain lentils, and you can do that. However, lentils are like all legumes and nuts. They are covered in something called phytic acid, which can cause a lot of gastric discomfort and distress. So the best way to make these digestible is to pre-digest them. And the way you do that is you soak them from 7 to 12 hours. I usually just do mine overnight in some sort of an acidic medium. And you can use lemon juice, or you can use whey, which is what I've used here. And even if you have a little bit of trouble with dairy, like I do, I can still soak them in the whey. You can see that they kind of sprout up again. They have little tails on them. And they come back to life. And then all you do after that is you're just going to rinse them with some just regular old water, and then they are ready to go, and they'll cook up even faster than they normally do. Over medium heat, you're going to add about a tablespoon or 2 of coconut oil. I've already added some. Let it melt in there. To that, we're going to add our mirepoix mixture. Now I add the celery and the carrots and the onion before I add the garlic and let them cook a little while. Cook this mirepoix mixture over medium heat until the onion is soft and translucent. And then you're going to add your garlic. Now that we've added the garlic, it's time to get the red curry paste ready. And I really like this Mayploy brand. It's one of the best. And this is pretty spicy. I add about a tablespoon. I just squeeze it out and I don't really measure it. But I squeeze out about a tablespoon, maybe 2. Sometimes I like it to be more spicy. And then I'm just gonna mix that all around and let it just kind of cook a little bit, and you're gonna smell it when you're doing this, and the flavor of that and the garlic will just hit your nostrils like fire, and it's so wonderful. And you're gonna know that it's time to add the lentils. And before that gets too dry, I'm gonna add my homemade chicken stock. You can use whatever chicken stock you like best. And what you're going to want to do is cover it with liquid. So if you don't have quite enough chicken stock to completely cover it and let it expand, then you'll add some water to that. You're going to add your diced tomatoes. Now your diced tomatoes have liquid too, so before you add any of that extra water, you're going to want to put your diced tomatoes in. And of course, we can't forget the bay leaf. Simmer this over medium to medium low heat until the liquid is absorbed and the lentils are cooked through. You want to make sure not to add your salt until the very end. If you add salt before your beans are cooked, your beans will not absorb any more liquid and you will not be able to eat them. So you can see that the lentils are cooked through and have absorbed as much water as I want them to absorb. I still want it to be of a stew-like consistency. You're going to want to remove that bay leaf. You don't want to leave it sitting in there. And let's give it a try. Now we can season it with salt and pepper at this point. A lot of times the red curry sauce makes it so that you don't need much salt, so make sure to taste it first. And then you're going to want to add some pepper And then comes the creamy coconut part. And I like to use this organic coconut milk, and I have it in a separate container, and I just add a couple of tablespoons to make it so creamy. And I like to add it at the end so it doesn't cook in there. It just stays nice and fresh and light, and it helps to quell the spiciness as well. And then of course, because I add avocado to, it seems about everything, I like to add about 1/4 of an avocado to my bowl to really add to the creamy texture of this and make it last extra long. It'll, you know, keep me full for a lot longer with some avocado in it. Thanks for joining me to make lentil coconut curry today. I hope you'll give it a try at home. It's so delicious and filling, and your whole family is gonna love this soup. To your health.